Good afternoon, everybody. Linda Ray, Texas Girls Farm. And I just had a very bad thing to happen, not once, but twice. And this is a warning. And I should have known better. But everybody is okay. But things could have went south real quick. So I'm up at the trailer working on a project. I'll show you all that later. And I'm coming down because they're both, Mama and Baby was hollering at me. I was putting stuff up in the building. And Mama was hollering, and I seen Dutton, but I didn't see Faith. And when I came around the corner, I told her, I'm gonna get your food. I looked down there in the corner past that tree stump, and Faith was all tangled up in the fence. That time, it wasn't real bad. Because, I mean, yes, she was trapped, and yes, it was shocking her, but it was low, because it was shocking me when I was trying to get her out. So I got her out, and then as I was getting her out, Dutton comes underneath the fence. Well, he stays right there. I lift up the fence, and he comes back in. So I watched her back over here in the blue fence while I was still over there. She went straight over there, reaching through to get some of those old cow vines. And before I could get back around, because I was hustling to get back around, because obviously she didn't learn anything in that one. And by the time I got over here, she realized she was trapped and then somehow flipped herself. And by the time I got down there was no getting her loose. And she was choking. And yeah, so I had to run all the way back up to the greenhouse, and the only thing I had in the greenhouse is my little clippers that I that trim the bushes, my little hand clippers, because all my knives are in the pickup truck, and anything else, all my other knives that I had in there, because I had some knives and I had some tin snips and everything in there. Well, they were either all over in this building or they were up in the truck. So I went and got the clippers and just prayed. I just jumped over the electric fence. I didn't care if it was hot or nothing. Ran, got them, jumped back over, ran down there, and I was just praying that she had enough air, because she was choking. She was strangled. She was being strangled, and there wasn't nothing. She had somehow twisted in between where her head is sticked, and she had flipped over, and I got her out of the fence, but she had twisted it so tight that I couldn't twist her whole body back around to loosen it up and bring her head out, so I had to cut the fence. Well, I'm saying this. For one, I've dropped my guard. You know, I thought they were being safe. I thought Mama was keeping an eye on them. Well, and there was plenty of times like today. I went into town, left this gate open, and they're out there. You know, could have been grazing. This could have happened. If this had happened when I was gone, I would have came home to a dead baby. So, two things. Never leave them unattended. Always keep an eye on them if they're turned out in an electric fence. Because this type of electric fence, they will tell you, even that type of electric fence, they will tell you, you know, possible chance of strangulation if they got caught up in it. Number two, always, and I know better because I used to team rope, carry a daggum knife in your pocket. I don't care what kind of knife, carry a knife. Thank goodness I had time, you know, by the grace of God, had time to go down there, run up to the greenhouse, and run back and cut her loose. And I mean, when she got loose, you could tell that her oxygen supply had been cut off, but she's fine now. She's over here eating with Mom and brother. And yeah, I'm gonna start paying more attention. And if y'all got baby goats or any kind of goats behind an electric fence, Just do your due diligence and don't just turn them out there to graze and think they're going to be okay, because I mean, within 2 minutes, she went from being trapped over there to strangling herself over here. I mean, it's very upsetting. Because of how much, you know, we take care of these animals, how much I take care of these animals. And, you know, I was putting some responsibility on Mom, teaching them to stay away from the fence. The blue fence was hot because when I fixed it all back, I got shocked. I got the crap shocked out of me. And when I was trying to get her loose, I was getting shocked. So that's the sad. That's the sad, but they're all good. I'm going to keep an eye on her. And just me and Dutton. And him, he's just not, he wasn't any idea. He thought it was play. Mom knew. Mom was hollering at me. She hollered at me twice. You know, she hollered at me when I came by here, and I'm like, I seen Dutton. And I said, where's Faith? She hollered, and that's when I seen her down there all tangled up in the fence. And Maggie already went straight to her. But there's nothing the dogs can do. It was me untangling her. So, from averting near tragedy again with the babies. And, no, she's trying to talk. She's good. Oh, there she is. You okay? Yeah. You gonna stay out of that fence? Probably not. I'll just have to keep an eye on you. But I mean, it had her good, bless her heart. You okay? And Dutton, yeah, whatever. So, all right, change the scenery. Let's go up here. But yeah, this video is not clickbait, and the title of it, there will be a warning, because I don't want what could have happened, or what did happen, and what should have ended in me losing our little girl to not paying attention, you know, thinking that Mom's gonna do it. But oh, yeah, and I was already hot and wore out because I'd been working. Y'all just don't look at the mess. But it's not the most perfect, but it's done. So I got it all up, and it ended right there. I think it's going to be okay. I'm thinking about staining it. I don't know what color. Maybe y'all can put some suggestions, because the new building, the new house, whatever, pole barn, is going to be brown with black trim. And I really do like that. I don't know if y'all can see it, the gun stock. It's a kind of a reddish color down there on the chicken coop. But I was thinking of staining it. But yeah, it'll add some privacy. I mean, I even had boards left, so I could leave that at like a doorway and do that in if I wanted to. But for now, this is, you know, kind of what I wanted to get done. It adds some weight to it and everything, but I think it looks better from, I mean, it's not perfectly straight. The boards aren't, but they're pretty daggum close. And this isn't level, so we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. And this was some boards that my sister had given me from where Nick tore down the wall on one of the horse stalls, the inside at the back of the barn, because they you know, got weathered, and he put some of these boards up. But that's what I got done. So if y'all think of any color that you might want to stain it, and I'll show you the picnic table. It's the legs I stained black, and I stained the seats brown, and then this color here was that gunstock color, which, as you can tell, needs to kind of be stained again and resealed. But everything was everything was, I put 2 or 3 coats of sealant on it, but it's just been out here in the weather. And to stain it again, but I'm going to wait until this all gets built. And it looks so much better with that trailer out the way. But anyway, yeah, I got to get me some water. And by the grace of God, that mama got my attention to save that baby. So, no more going into town leaving the babies turned out. No more leaving the babies turned out unless I'm out here in close proximity to be able to get to them if in the event that something like this happens. They get a little bit bigger and they can't get their heads through that fence. I won't have to worry about it. But, you know, even Grace, she could try to get her head through there and she'd be tangled up. So, you can see where the Energizer is. It's shaded, so it's probably not shocking as hard as it could. Plus, there's a lot of grown up vegetation on the outside of the fence, which, as I was down there, I was knocking it all down just to run down there and get to her. But from the, you know, from that side over there. So, appreciate y'all watching. If you are raising goats, raising babies, just let my I don't know what you call it, my lack of attentiveness be a lesson to every one of you. It don't matter how many times you've turned them out and how many times they've been out there, no incidents. There's that one time it could happen and everything go wrong. So I wasn't going to make a video today, but God laid it on my heart that this would need to get out because, you know, preventing a death of, you know, of one of your animals, especially when you're farm animals that you've, you know, got money invested in, you got time, you've got emotions, feelings, you know, they're not pets, but they're daggum close to it. And right now, I mean, y'all see, everything that I raise is, you know, like family, because this is who I spend my time with every day. So if you like the content, give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, come over and subscribe to the channel. And I hear Dutton. I'm surprised it wasn't him. That boy. And hit the notification bell. So every time we upload a video, you'll be notified. And I meant to get me a bottle of water, and I walked all the way down here and didn't do it. Dutton, you better get on that sister of yours. Where is she? Anyway, I locked him in. I think she's wore out. Faith, honey, you wore out? You wore out, baby girl? You wore out? She's wore out. Or she'd be over here playing with the bucket. Faith. You okay, baby? You okay? You better be thanking your mama. As your mama's the one who got attention. Yeah. Bless her heart. Hopefully she'll get some rest. Because that was very traumatic for both of us. Anyway. Dutton, he's a clown. He's over here trying to play with the bucket. She's usually over here trying to play with the bucket too. And this is another thing. Don't leave your buckets hooked like that. I saw the other day them getting up in there and getting caught up in it, and look at him. Yeah, he's learning because he's starting to get big enough where he can't stick his head through there without getting caught. Anyway, y'all have a nice evening. I'm going to finish feeding everything and go sit down and drink some water and rest because, yeah, that was a little bit too much today. All right, y'all have a good one.